Web novel. Top 7. Web novel summary plus shadow author. Fantasy. Ongoing equals chapters 95 plus. Synopsis. Being the author of a world-famous novel series called Eminence, the boy wanted the world to know about him due to his co-author taking all the fame. Unfortunately, disaster struck before he could get his recognition. Upon realizing that he died, the boy woke up in the world that he created, Eminence. However, instead of transmigrating into the body of the main character or even a side character, the boy became an extra called Lucas. Shortly thereafter, he gets a notification on his smartwatch that tells him to make Lucas an important part of the novel no matter what and by any means necessary. Follow Lucas's journey as he befriends, betrays, manipulates, and falls in love using all the information he has at his disposal, being the author. Tags 8 equals action, academy, romance, adventure, system, magic, weak to story. Web novel. Top 6. Web novel summary plus, as an immortal, I only learn forbidden skills. Eastern fantasy. Ongoing equals chapters 280 plus. Synopsis. When Zhongming woke up in a strange world, he learned he had obtained immortality. In the dangerous and ruthless world of cultivation, he was determined to carve his unique path. Taking advantage of his immortality, he vowed to learn forbidden skills that would normally eat away at the user's life. As he continued on his path, Zhongming realized that with his forbidden skills, he could become the strongest. Tags 3 tags calm, fast paced. Top 5. Web novel summary plus MMORPG, Ancient World. Video games. Ongoing equals chapters 145 plus. Synopsis. Alex is a young man who struggles to make a living in the world's biggest game, Ancient World. He works as a mercenary who does every job he can find. It's been 5 years since his suffering started. Ancient World creation was only possible by the world's greatest invention, AI-0. Ancient World, a vast planet multiple times the size of Earth, ruled by great empires, big organizations, and hidden shadowy associations. A fantasy world filled with prehistoric animals that have gone extinct on Earth. The creatures humans have only heard of in fairy tales and old stories, monsters beyond the imagination of humans, roam the vast lands of the ancient world. Everything was going well, but it all changed on that day. When the United States told the world, AI-0 and ancient world. Technology was a gift from a very advanced intergalactic civilization that has surpassed humanity in any way of life by an uncountable margin. Humanity entered a new era, and the ancient world became humankind's most important part of life. Alex joined the game to make a living and support his family, but things didn't go as he had hoped. After suffering in the ancient world, Alex returned 5 years back in time. Alex knows that the ancient world is not just a VR game. Now, with a new chance in life, Alex will get strong and reach the top while finding the truth about the ancient world. Tags 10. Action, adventure, system. Reincarnated, magic, overpowered, superpowers, video game, MMORPG, weak. Top 4. Web novel summary plus, I created a dungeon in a cultivation world. Eastern fantasy. Ongoing equals chapters 95 plus. Synopsis. Argon got Isakade to another world, and also got a system that can help him build a dungeon in a cultivation world, where people can get amazing treasures inside. And for our mech to get enough resources for upgrading the dungeon, he also needs to kill the people that will enter his dungeon to get soul coins that will help him upgrade the dungeon. Tags 9 tags. Action, adventure, system, weak to strong, cultivation, transmigration, isekai, evolution, sum. Top 3. Web novel summary plus godlike player in a game-like world. Fantasy. Ongoing equals chapters 175 plus. Synopsis. Radon stared dazedly at the holographic texts floating in front of his eyes. How did I end up in such an event? In a world with advanced technology and full-dive VR games, Radon is the only person who has earned the God title thanks to his accomplishments and talent in games. But, due to some unexpected events, he lost his life and awoke in a different world. In this world, which appears to be similar to his own, he discovered that there are awakened people known as item holders. He soon became an item holder himself and started taking part in matches against other worlds to level up and get items with different skills. Using the abilities and knowledge that had given him the God title in his previous life, he started to make strides toward becoming a true god in this world. Tags 10 tags. Romance, R18, comedy, system, weak to strong, overpowered, transmigration, antihero, genius. Top 2. Web novel summary plus Rise of the Infinite Sovereign. Fantasy. Ongoing equals chapters 249 plus. Synopsis. Kevin Reed gained enlightenment at the brink of death, as he sees the one he pledged allegiance to, and some longtime comrades betray him. He closes his eyes one last time thinking, if only I had known. Yet against all odds, he finds himself back in time in the body of the fourth prince of the royal family of a soon-to-fall empire. This is the story of a knight who uses the machinations of an empire to take his revenge on all those who betrayed him. A man who uses the knowledge of the future to get the best out of every situation. A man preparing for the coming of the era of prodigies and disaster. But he would have to challenge adversity if he is to bring his ambitions to fruition. So come along on his journey filled with twists and turns, enemies and thorns. As we see the knowledge of the future is used at its best. But no one, not even Ezra, could have predicted just how much chaos this single irregularity would cause. So join us to witness Ezra, as he rises from humble beginnings, well, maybe not so humble, to becoming a peerless existence. As he rises from the ashes to become a true sovereign. This is the rise of the infinite sovereign. Tags 10. Action, adventure, reincarnation. System, magic, cultivation, overpowered. Conquer, genius. Top 1. Web novel summary plus greed, all for what? Fantasy. Ongoing equals chapters 502 plus. Synopsis. It is said that you shouldn't meet your heroes. Gahaldira, a high elf of royal bloodline, didn't have to meet the realm lord of high heaven before he became disillusioned. His admiration for the paragon of the high elf race turned into hatred when he got some damning knowledge about why demons kept attacking his home and looting the sacred tree of life. His hatred for the realm lord turned to self-hatred for his weakness and mediocrity. Gahaldira had a moment of introspection. He isn't at the bottom of the ladder in this strength-based hierarchy. He is a king of law, but that apparently isn't enough to guarantee your fate. His strength is also mediocre because it was granted to him because of his bloodline. He determined he had to change himself. He has to become better. He concocted a plan that is one part genius and one part greed. His plan for reincarnation led him to the trial of heaven that occurs every origin cycle. He needed origin essence, so he participated in the trial. He got more than he wanted from the trial. His plan for reincarnation would be a success after some adjustments. But now he has a different aim. He won't aim for just the realm lord. The realm lord has control of the high heaven realm. That isn't enough for Gahaldira anymore. He became greedier. He has his sights set on the movers and shakers of the void universe. Only the power to subvert the will of world gods will do. The plan to create Legion, the ultimate organism, was then hatched. If one person cannot achieve something, what about a multitude of them? His journey will not be easy. He will have to overcome celestials and their celestial supreme, gods and their god kings, demon kings and their demon gods. The void universe is full of obstacles that will like nothing more than to put an end to his path. It is not that they hate him. They will oppose him simply because the era of conquest is coming. There are no friends in the era of conquest. It is everyone for themselves. Author, I cannot promise that you will like it. I can only promise that the book is original and unique. It is something new. Tags 10 tags. Action, adventure, reincarnation, magic, cultivation, overpowered, non-human, dragon, rare bloodline. Multiple leads.